indestructible for now. Yeah, they have to do combat damage, right? Yeah, combat damage is dealt to you, remove the indestructible counter. So yeah, we'll do it on himself to give himself haste so that he can attack along with the whole gang. Hey everyone, what's up, what's going on? My name's Kyle. Thank you for stopping by to check out my video here on Arena Hacks, on my channel, Arena Hacks. Today I'm continuing with the starter decks, Storm of Blades 2.0. We got a nice low mana average here. Pretty even balance between creatures and non-creatures, but as you will see, we have non-creatures like Elspeth that creates angels, or potentially. Elspeth's not a good example of this, but we also got Wandering Emperor, which is a non-creature, creates creatures. Here's a non-creature that becomes a creature, and here are non-creatures that also become creatures. So this deck, as a starter deck, is a Boros warrior / samurai deck. You get a lot of these abilities when a warrior or samurai you control attacks alone. So we're trying to really just capitalize on that and make sure we have enough warriors or samurai to facilitate that. And we do have some non-warriors and non-samurai in here, like Rabbit Battery, the creatures that come from Kumano Cases Kakazan and the Restoration of Iganjo. But most of them do facilitate that, and it is actually pretty effective. You know, stuff like that. So going over the deck, this guy's really powerful. I remember playing around with a warrior samurai deck when Kamigawa first came out. Neon Dynasty first came out, and it was really fun, and this guy is super effective, so he works great in this deck. Elspeth, I brought him from another deck. -3, we got mostly 3 or less mana cost in here, so we can likely hit a permanent that we can bring out. Other than that, her +1 ability is amazing. We like building up our lone attacker. That's what we try to do. We have our lone attacker, so we can trigger all these abilities like Selfless Samurai that gives us lifelink. You know, this guy over here who does this thing, like our Tempered in Solitude, all our card advantage, all this fun stuff. We want to get our lone attacker to facilitate that. So by plussing it up with +1 counters, giving it ability counters as we're doing it is just busted. And then we're building up Elspeth. So only if we're desperate for cards do we really actually want to use that -3. But we just build her up right away, try to get her up to 7, and then get a whole bunch of angels and win the game by doing 15 flying damage per turn. Wandering Emperor is another good one, came in the deck, very powerful card. It's got removal, creates samurai, and also puts counters on stuff. Like I said, we really like that counter. The +1 counters, First Strike's really good too for that, our lone attacker and stuff like that, if it doesn't already have First Strike. Restoration of Ganja just has a lot of value. We get a free card on our second turn after playing it. We get to tutor up a land, so we're making sure we hit our land drops. We're getting 4 mana after we play it, so that's really nice. Professional Facebreaker is probably one of the best cards from the other starter decks that I've added to this deck. It wasn't originally in this deck, but it's a warrior, so it facilitates our samurai warrior. It's great for attacking alone because it has menace, and it creates treasures when every time it deals damage, or anytime any creature. It doesn't matter how many creatures we do. Anytime 1 or more creatures deal combat damage to a player, we get 1 treasure token. But the great part is she can also sacrifice those treasure tokens, and we can exile a card and play that until end of turn. So we're getting card advantage from those treasure tokens that we're creating with her. She's just a great card for this deck. Great card. Love to add her in here. So that was a good addition. Ancestral Katana was already in here, left it in here. Same with Lion Sash. Samurai increased by 2. Increased Twin Blade by 2. We could maybe drop one of these non-Samurai Warrior creatures, maybe one of the Kumano Faces Kakazans, to increase Twin Blade Geist, because the double strike is just absolutely amazing. And it's really great to build on with +1 counters and stuff like that. And it is a warrior as well, so it helps facilitate that, which is why I'm saying take away one of the non-samurai, non-warrior creatures. Valorous Stance is just great. It's removal, doubles as protection. I use it as both in many situations. Goro Goro came in here. I'm not crazy about him. Every now and then we can get a +1 counter on something with one of our planeswalkers. If we enchant it or equip it, I think it counts as a modified creature as well. So then we can pay that 5 mana and start pumping out 5/5 dragons, which is fun if you're able. It's just hard to get to set all of that up. You have to have a modified creature that you're attacking with. While you're attacking, now you can pay the 5 mana and get a dragon. That's Dragon Spirit. Right, but it is powerful. 5 mana, 5/5 flyer is pretty friggin' awesome. So that's a good token to be pumping out. Eater of Virtue, also another thing that came in here, helps increase our lone attacker, and then passes any abilities that they have, passes it on. So that's really cool. 2, Voldaren Stinger is another great one. I'm not sure if I already went over this. I lost track. I'm like, where did I already go over Voldaren Stinger? It's a warrior, so when we attack alone with it, it triggers all that stuff. It's great. Rapid Battery is not a warrior, but the haste is awesome. The fact that it's equipment, we can give +1/+1 when we equip it to another creature. Sometimes we like just doing that. And then it removes it as a creature, so if they board wipe, we still have, the battery is not a creature, right? So if our opponent board wipes creatures, our Rabbit Battery is not a creature, it stays alive, but it becomes unattached from the creature that dies. It becomes unattached, re-becomes a creature after the board wipe, so we still actually have a creature on the board that we can still play around with. It can trigger, Tempered in Solitude is the only thing attacking alone that's triggered by just any creature that attacks alone. It doesn't have to be Samurai or Warrior. Kumano Faces Kakazan is another great one. Getting the Etching of Kumano is great because when we're doing damage, double strike, first strike, all that stuff, and our opponent's chump blocking to save their health total, their stuff is getting exiled. It's not just dying. Stuff like eye twitches and good sacrifice targets and chump blockers that our opponents like to use, they get exiled, so that's pretty powerful, and they don't get their death triggers. Play with Fire, that was also in this deck. And this was in this deck too to start off with, this guy. So were the Rabbit Batteries. All these things, pretty much all these except the Stinger weren't in this deck. And the March of Otherworldly Light was not in this deck. I took that from one of the other starter decks as well. It's a great removal card, very powerful as well. It exiles, so that's super awesome. And I think I quickly zipped through all the deck and pointed out all the things I added from other decks and what I think of them. And I don't think I mentioned that this is rotation proof. All the starter decks have to be rotation proof because it's what they're giving them all next year. What they're giving new players all next year when they sign up for Arena. So my modifications are all rotation proof as well. To get Voldaren Stinger in here, there are other warriors and samurai I could have used. Well, I don't know about samurai. There wasn't much I liked for samurai. There's a 1 white mana flying white samurai that had some other ability. It was like 4 mana to tap down an opponent's creature. Nothing super powerful. But I wanted this because I wanted to be more aggressive, and I thought the first strike would be better. It helps our opponent. It encourages our opponent not to block because the first strike, helps them ensure that the Voldaren Stinger is going to kill their creature first. So it makes a great lone attacker, and it's a warrior, so it facilitates all that. And yeah, I think I went through it all. No sideboard, no stealing anybody's learn cards or learning of our own, or any accessing the sideboard of any kind in this deck, nor stealing cards that can do so. So there's no point in having a sideboard. So there we go. It's not best of 3, it's best of 1. So also no sideboard. Yeah, it's a starter deck. Of course, it didn't start with a sideboard, so I'm not adding one. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is we're getting to the gameplay. But first, thumbs up. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Just subscribe, regardless. Just subscribe. And when you're done watching everything, make sure you leave a comment and let me know how you like everything. And let's get to those games. Don't mind the starting hand. I don't know if we start with Twinblade Geist now. Or do we go Samurai first? Geist first, then Samurai? Selfless Samurai? Or the other way around? Be nice if we had some way of building this up right now. We have ways in the deck. So maybe we'll find them at some point. For now, I say we just start out with the Selfless Samurai and try to get the Geist out a little later. And then maybe we can get some counters on him or something. Get him doing lots of damage. Double strike, all that fun stuff. Okay. So that was a lot of nothing. Oh, they are here. Hello. What is this? Hello. Welcome to the party. Zap. You gonna kill that guy right away? Should we maybe Tempered in Solitude? I like this card. It's fun when you get it going. You feel compelled to use the card you exile. It's such good card advantage too, especially if you can attack each turn. Do we play that right now? I kind of want to. And then we have this on hold. This comes out as a 2/2, so this can kill that. Does it have Menace? It does have Menace. Do we do this before or after combat? Let's do it after combat so we don't get triggers on it, because we're only going to have one red available. Or one white. Either way, it's not going to be... We've already played a land. Yeah, let's play it after combat. Let's just attack in. If they block with a chump block with Eye Twitch, that's fine. We still gain life from it at least. They get their learn, but we also gain life, so whatever. Yeah, they're gonna gain more life too. Ugh. Well, let's get that cooking. So now every turn we attack alone, we're gonna be doing stuff. So they already played a land. Do they play this now? Okay, they do. They play another chump blocker. That's super annoying. And gain more life. Also a touch annoying. Do we maybe just fry this right now? Let's try that now so we can just get some damage in. What are they learning? Oh, that's annoying. There's a land. So even if I drew a land there, the key would be to not play the land until after you get that trigger. Question is, what do we play now? You know, I'm not super crazy about this guy. They have that exile. Maybe we just throw this out there. We can start attacking with it next turn. Deal goes 3 damage first strike. You gotta be careful about board wipes like Meat Hook or something. They are black, mono black. They could do something like that. So they can't cast this yet, though. Sweet deal. We play this now, and then we can hold it back for Twin Blade. Not sure what they're oopsing about. Did they mean to play something there? They just oopsed. Three mana for this. Yeah, 3 mana, so that'll be 3 damage. We attack with... We need to have a lone attacker, so we attack with this guy. That way if they block too, this will get it first strike once it attacks, part of its ability. They have something, unless my computer's frozen, which I don't think it is. Okay, yep, there's the rope coming out for them. Oh, here we go. So yeah, we definitely want a lone attacker. We'll go this way. Gets the lifelink, gets us some card advantage. Did we play land? I think we totally did play land this turn, didn't we? No? No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Okay, good. I'll let them block if they want. We can play with fire to their face. I have what until end of turn? Oh! I could have used its ability to get more damage in, but I don't care. I'd rather use this and get rid of their dude. And that Tempered in Solitude already doing so much work. Like, we're just casting so much we're just burning through resources, but we just keep getting more. Although they have quite a bit there over there too. They got a pretty friggin' full hand. And they got 6 cards in hand. We got 3. Yeah, there's that friggin' hook. Yuck. They gain a little less life because these are both gonna die, right? That's a meat hook for 2 or 3 even. But we can use this guy now, and then that's less that they get from it. It doesn't do anything, like, yeah, against this, but now they only gain 1 life from it instead of 2. It was just a free way for us to get a little extra value. We won't be able to hit this turn. Hopefully they don't just have another one of those. We'll probably just exile our Twinblade Geist. That would be a good target for their card there. Ooh, once this Flipstone comes, they're doing that though instead. Smart. Because they realize, like, any damage, when this blocks, it's going to get exiled instead. Yeah. That's how that one works. Ooh, okay. Does this have to do damage whenever you deal combat damage to a player? And they're definitely going to block. We don't have trample. That's annoying. We can't get rid of that thing, can we? There's literally no way. We can attack separately. Attacks alone. Son of a bitch. Here, let's go like this, and then we'll attack both separately. That way someone is going to get their damage through. And we'll get a treasure token then. Ha! I don't know what we're going to use. It's just value. A little bit of damage, a little bit of value with a treasure token. It's something, okay? And the Menace over here, so if we get to start attacking with our Facebreaker, the Menace here is going to really help out. Especially when in situations like this, where they only have one nice little chump blocker, but it's like, yeah, we'll just attack around that with 1 creature, get our Tempered in Solitude trigger instead of, you know, getting our treasure token as well, and then we're not doing this here where we have to attack with 2 creatures, we're not getting our lifelink, not getting our Tempered in Solitude, all that stuff. This deck is all about attacking with 1 single creature. Just going hard with that creature. And when that creature dies, go hard with a different creature. Oh, scusi. Is this the person we were waiting for in the beginning of the game? Holy crap, dude. Seriously. Okay, so we get them both in. Oh, sweet. That's 2 treasures then. Yay us. Why didn't they want to block that? That's weird. Let's throw this out there now and just leave it on the battlefield. Because we can start going with Facebreaker, and we give Facebreaker +2/+1. I think that's what this does, yeah. So we start getting more damage in there. It'd go really good on the Twinblade Geist, but we got to see what they do with chump blockers and stuff. would really like to keep attacking with only one creature. I do want to keep doing damage, so I'm hoping that maybe they won't be able to block, but they may have just walked away from their computer as I'm saying this. I'm not sure if they were there in the beginning of the game. I think this is the guy I was all like in the beginning. It was like, we hadn't even started playing yet. And I was like, what's going on? Or are you here? They must have left their computer there for a bit. They must have. And now all of a sudden, boom, here we are. We're back again. And they're attacking. They walked away right when I attacked with my two creatures. Okay, now maybe they were making plans. Maybe that's what they were doing. They were making ninjutsu plans. What does this do? Playing creature when you do destroy target creature or plans while they're playing. Okay, they have to discard something though. They have to discard a creature card. So they bounce the eye twitch back and they discard it, I guess. We're back to waiting for them again. Okay. And what do they get to do then? Creature or planeswalker that player controls. So we can sacrifice our savior here because we want to keep we want to keep our Facebreaker. Oh, well, they gain a life from that. Too bad we're not getting the lifelink anymore. But Selfless Samurai is doing his work. What do they have in hand? They scoop. And they're out. They've had enough of our shenanigans. Yeah, I'm really gonna miss that. I was gonna miss that lifelink, but just Facebreaker's too good. It's a warrior too. Facebreaker is a really good addition. They didn't have it originally in this deck, but it's a really good addition to this deck. It's a warrior, so it literally triggers everything. This even triggers on non-warriors and non-samurais, just any creature that attacks by itself. So that's good. That helped us this game a lot, gave us some gas. Right on. I guess we try it. We do get to go first, which is kind of nice. Hopefully we get some good draws here. Oh, sure. Nice. Hello, nice. Oh, the mercs. What are they nicing? I haven't been paying attention. Have they been continuing to say nice repeatedly? I thought that's what they were doing there for a second. Just nice, nice, nice. Who is this person? What do they keep saying nice for? I should just say thanks. Thank you. It's a little too late for that. Well, this is not a samurai or warrior, so we put the +1/0 on this, and this thing attacks alone. Okay, I like that. Oh, unless they have counter magic. They might have counter magic. That would be annoying. It's like I only thought of that right after I played it. Should have maybe attacked first, held up the Valorous Stance if they had something. Otherwise, or whatever. I don't know. Or started with the Stinger and held that for later. Because I think we can pay mana for this, right? Yeah, 2 mana. Right, so then you wait for later, you just make sure you always have spare mana when you play your spells, basically. And there's still negates and other things that just counter spells, and you can't get away from that. So there's their planes. Ooh, that's not bad. I would imagine they're going to want to block that, or else this gets an indestructible counter. Okay, so they probably have removal for it, which is why they would have blocked it, I imagine. Although we can give it indestructible by sacrificing our Selfless Samurai, if we want to do that. Maybe they were looking for the right moment to block with it so they could use its disturb ability. They could get it back with Restoration of Eiganjo right now, discarding like the land or something and then taking that back. I would imagine this is what they're going for. Oh, yeah, resolve. Why am I didn't realize I was holding priority there soon. But top 2 cards of your library, put one of them in your graveyard. Where was I here? Our creature per here from anywhere, move an omen counter. 3 omen. Okay, wow. So it counts down. I have to read that again. That's a complicated one. Is it uncommon? Looked like there was some card advantage in there. What did they get to do it? Look at the top 2 cards of your library, right? Yeah, okay. Your graveyard. I want to keep reading that. It's like, what do they do with the other one? And then they remove an omen counter or something. I guess it runs out of omen counters. That means, I don't know. I can't remember what that means. And discard a card. We can't get rid of them with this. Kind of sucks the card draw we've been getting. No, no. Just you. Just you alone. Get in there. You can do indestructible with this. And then we still have Samurai. We can sacrifice. Oh, is it whenever the creature is put into your graveyard from anywhere? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Remove an omen counter. Oh, they transform it when it has no more, and it's a 3/2 flyer. Yeah, okay. One in your graveyard. What do you do with the other one? 2 cards, put 1 in your graveyard. What do you do with the other? You just keep looking at it? Like, it just says look at. Discard a card, fleeting. Damn, that sucks. So even if we try to exile it, exiling it doesn't do much. Because they just exile it, they flicker it, right? They exile it and return it to the battlefield. At the next end step. They have to be out of mana? No, they have to be out of cards. They discard a card to pay that. So they have to be out of cards in order to not be able to pay that. That's annoying. How much is it? 2 mana? That is really annoying. We could use some more mana too. Maybe get Elspeth or something else going. Put some flying on something. That'd be real nice. If we put this on, they have to double block. We can't use this to give it protection. We can sacrifice, then we won't have any more of these guys. I kind of want to keep putting pressure on them though. Damn. We can do exile something with 2, but then they're just going to flicker this. This is what, 3 mana? Ugh. Alright, well let's throw this down. Maybe I should have played the Stinger. And then we'll tack alone and we'll equip it. That way they have to double block in order to kill it. Question is, do we sacrifice our Selfless Samurai to protect it if we need to? Oh, they just bounce it. Okay. We can play it again next turn. And if we don't get another mana, though, we can't equip the Katana, which really sucks. Them and their annoying friggin' bounce. Come on, land. We need a land. Oh, what the hell is this now? The spirits, you get +1 +1 less to cast if they're from the graveyard. So where does the other one go? They have 1 in their hand. 1 in their graveyard. Where did the other one go? Just stays on top of their library, I guess. There's another mana. That's nice. So we can try it again. Now what do they have? Another bounce? They have no mana. Yeah, they have no mana. They can't bounce. They do need to. They just need to block a bunch. If they discard a card, they can flicker this, but then it'll and then block with it, but it'll die then because they won't be able to flicker it again. So this thing first for sure. And do we sack the samurai to protect it, or do we let it go? If we get another mana, what do these mana cost? 3 and 2. We can do something with 3. Because I really don't want to. We could actually exile Elspeth and do that. Resolve that. Do we want to sack her? I really like that life gain. That's what I'm thinking of here. That's a tough call. Let's just let that go, I think. I hope that was the right call. Okay, so they still have only the 1 card in hand. We have no mana left. That sucks. They could attack us here and do some pretty big damage. There's a 2, 4, 6, 10 damage. Ouch. And we could gain what, like 4 of it back next turn? That's bad. Now everything is ward. That's super bad. Yeah, they had that in their graveyard for a while too. I hate how many people just kick my ass with these stupid friggin' Disturb decks. These Azorius Disturb decks. I built one of them when this Disturb stuff was new, and it just tanked. Everybody had every answer to everything. I had all the tools to do exactly what you see here, but never got to do it. Not even once. Not one single time. Like, it just, I had to say, I'm like, this must be a terrible, awful deck. But clearly it's so awful. Look how terrible it is. But I mean, not drawing any mana like all game too. Geez, like I think we've been putting up a pretty good fight considering that we've been really getting screwed hard. Like, holy hard. I don't see any way out of this. We're just not drawing enough of our good stuff, any of our effective stuff. Nice. What are you nicing for? Is this person mocking me or something? Like, is that what they're doing? Not getting our Tempered in Solitude maybe a thing. Gaining 5 life back, that's kind of nice. They don't have any cards in hand, right? When does it come back? The beginning of the next end step. The beginning of our end step. We have this. We should be able to cast this. I'm going to put a stop on our own end step just in case. And we're going to exile Elspeth to make sure this thing stays away. Yeah, come on in. Back into play. Oh, shit. Stupid ward 1. Yeah, we can't pay the 1. Never mind. Yeah, they definitely planned for that to go differently. But we're still screwed anyways. Yeah, we need like a board wipe. We needed mana to play Elspeth. We needed like 100 million other things. Maybe more removal. All kinds of things we have in this deck that we needed to see more of. Or we're just not getting. And they're just non-stop playing, just non-stop everything. They haven't drawn a single extra card all game. How is it they have so much more resources than we do? Oh, right, the mana. They can play stuff. Right. Just do all the damage. We can't block it. We can't really do anything with this because of the ward. Right. And it's way too late now. I mean, we have Elspeth that we can finally play now. But they're just way too ahead of us. There's nothing in this entire deck that can do anything. That sucks. Thanks, game. Okay. This looks keepable. We get to go first. That's kind of nice. Do we want to go this first turn, this second turn, and then this third turn? We do have the mana to do this, to guarantee this third turn. And then having a counter on it's pretty nice. Since we do go first, being able to attack with it as a 4/4 because it has haste. I like that. So we'll take our aggro start with a hasty 1/1. Next turn we'll get a little sneaking extra damage in there with this. Which looks awesome. Because we get a damage with the creature again. Another damage with this. So who do we do? Rezona or Reckless Stormseeker? I think we do Rezona first and then Reckless Stormseeker next. I think that's what we do. And then we've got a 4/4 Rezona, one with a counter on it. We can even make it a 5/5 by equipping the Rabbit Battery. It's a nice thing about the Rabbit Battery. It actually puts its power and toughness on the creature it equips, plus gives it haste. Or like some of these other equipment creatures, they don't put their power and toughness on the creature they equip. They just do stuff. Now it's likely they have a counter spell here, which would be insanely annoying. So do we attempt to do Reckless Stormseeker instead because we kind of want our Rezona? I don't know. Do we want it over the Stormseeker? I don't even know what's better. I think Stormseeker might be a bit better. Let's go with Rezona here. I'm betting they have a counter spell, and there's nothing we can cast here between Stormseeker and Rezona that will have any extra mana to prevent like a Warrior's Disruption or something. So if they have it, they have it. And that sucks. Splash, splash, splash. The lily pads, they splash too. Running out of time. We get to cast it, yay. No mana left, so we just attack all in, all out. Here we go. They got a burn spell. They might fry our Rabbit Battery. That would suck, because it would go nice on maybe some other creatures. But we still have Stormseeker as well, and that can give other creatures haste. That's why I changed my mind, and I figured maybe this is a better creature to survive than Rezona. Rezona's indestructible thing is kind of fun, but yeah, it's, I don't know. Eh. There she goes. Got that indestructible. So they have to do combat damage to us. Combat damage is dealt to you. Remove an indestructible counter from Rezona. Now we got this guy, which is a hasty guy. I'm a little nervous. They haven't done like anything all game. I want to play this out, but I'm really worried about like maybe some kind of board wipe, maybe a counter spell. We'll have 1 mana left over. Like, ugh, what do we do? I'm gonna try it. I kind of, I'm like, oh, they haven't done anything like all game. What are they gonna? They holding priority every time. So where do we put the Reckless Stormseeker trigger? On itself, I guess. Rizona's indestructible for now. Yeah, they have to do combat damage, right? Yeah, combat damage is dealt to you, remove the indestructible counter. So yeah, we'll do it on himself to give himself haste so that he can attack along with the whole gang. Thought I'd try one more game, see how it goes. Can't mulligan it. I don't like the gamble of playing. Oh, actually, we can't play this out on our first. Our red source is tapped, so. And that's our only red source, so we can't play it on our first turn. So we get one draw to find a way to get a creature after playing this. No, we don't get it. Okay. Let's play this in case they give us a target, something we want to target with Play With Fire. We might want to even just target their face to get the scry, maybe. You know what? Yeah, let's do that, because then we might find a creature we can get for the second trigger here. Let's see what they do first. We might want to prioritize this towards a creature that they play. And they're not. So let's put it on their face. It's a creature. It's not a great one. Alright. Yeah, okay. I guess we'll do it. We don't even get to attack with it this turn. Because that's Summoning Sickness. Next turn we got Ganjo. Okay. That's what we're doing next turn, buddy. Hey. that's what we're doing. Did I say you were allowed to play that? No, that's what we're playing. Get it right. God. See? That's what we're playing. Play that one. Attack in. How much does this cost again? 3 mana to give it plus 2/0. Now they get to do the discard, get a free thingy on the battlefield shenaniganery. We'll get to do that next turn. Doesn't look like we have anything fun to do it with. We get a free land. Hopefully we either draw something good we can get on the battlefield for free, because we play our land and we get Elspeth. Nah, see, a free land, that doesn't work. We just have to deny that. Yeah, if we don't draw anything good. We better draw something good. Well, that's good. Yeah, I'll take that. Because we want to play our land. We don't want to discard that and get that on the battlefield for free. We'll do this. That's perfect. Flying for the lifelink. It's going to get lifelink. Vigilance sounds nice.
There are good people in this city. I know.
Go here and give it Vigilance. Attack with only it, so it gets lifelink as well. Gets first strike from its own ability. Though they're going to block, and yeah, it's going to die, and yada yada yada. We gain some life. Oh, this looks like a starter deck too, the Balancing Act. I think that's what it's called, the Orzhov one. They have one copy of this in there. But I don't know if they have this in... Yeah, I know I don't normally have this in this deck. That was an addition that I made. Oh, that's really shitty. We have Indestructible, so that protects nothing! They hit that. That sucks. Okay. Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like that either. Why are they getting all this good stuff all of a sudden? Don't do that. So what abilities do we get in that plus thing? Or do we want a -3 and maybe get something mana value 3 or less? What do we have in your mana value 3 or less? Mana value 3 or less. Rizona, did we not get that yet this game? No, we didn't. That was a different game. This thing, this thing. Oh yeah, we got a lot of good stuff in here. We already seen this one, which is this guy. We do have a lot of decent stuff in here for 3 mana last. Maybe we should do that. I really want to attack in though. We can just give a guy flying and attack with him. Yeah. Let's give this guy flying. That way we can attack, keep putting the damage through. Oh, he's not a warrior. Sam, I forgot about that. Son of a bitch. Damn it. Alright, we may not get a creature next turn, but let's just throw this down anyways. When you cast, yeah, we can't use Elspeth's ability to get a creature out either. Her -3. Does she have an ultimate? Yeah. 5/3/3 angels. Okay. 5? Yeah, for -7. So we can sacrifice her to do that next turn. 5? Did that say 5? Yeah. That's 15 damage in the air from the angels. What does it do? Destroy target creature or planeswalker and opponent controls. Ouch. This can only give creature indestructible. What can this do? Creature Keen's indestructible. Son of a bitch. So they hit our Elspeth. That sucks. That would have been fun. 5/3/3 angels. Like, wow, look. 7. What's her ultimate? It's -7. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Yeah, okay. Ya weenie. No blocks. Whatever. Do you think? Oh, why didn't I could have destroyed it. Oh, I'm so stupid. Well, let's do it now. I'm sure there's a good reason, some good excuse for me not to have done that earlier. I literally should have done that in response to them casting this spell here. And they protect it. They could have protected. Oh, yeah, that was dumb. I feel really stupid. That's not bad. Who do we put it on, though? There's no card that has any particularly good ability except this guy with Vigilance, because this has a counter on it that gives it flying. It has haste, so it could give haste. Oh, I forgot. It's not. This one's not a friggin' samurai or warrior or whatever to trigger the lifelink thingy. Damn it. They get that back. They get to go through all that over again. That's annoying. I never really liked Touch the Spirit Realm. That channel ability is a handy little versatility with it that they added to it, but I don't like how it's limited as a form of removal. There's only certain things, creatures and enchantments or something like that. That's annoying. Oh, they do probably control a little bit of everything, don't they? No, they don't. They only have enchantments right now. Or attacks. You have to an artifact and enchantment. So I have to keep attacking with my flying, I guess. And let's put the sword on it. It will... The Eater of Virtue. I thought I had a message coming on my phone. It's just checking. We'll put the Eater of Virtue onto it. It'll get haste if this guy dies at least, and then it's doing more damage. We have no, like, yeah, this guy is literally our only samurai. So we're not going to get the lifelink, but we're just going to get all that extra damage through. And we've got him on a pretty tight clock right now. We've also got protection with Valorous Stance. So they need like exile or something. Yet another Touch the Spirit Realm. They cycled one or channeled it. They scooped though. What happened? I was so focused on other things there. This came into play. I don't understand. Why'd they scoop? They're just like, yeah, they had 3 turns technically. Yeah, before we were going to get them. They have removal like this thing. I feel really dumb about that. Yeah, we should have done the Valor stance and destroyed, because they were doing it on this guy. He was equipped with something. Yeah, he was like a 4/5 or something. But either way, even without anything on it, its toughness is 4, so we can use this for removal. I was thinking of this as protection, not removal, right? So it's like, I should have destroyed the creature. What were they doing? Yeah, that they were enchanting this in. Yeah, when Twisted Embrace enters the battlefield, destroy target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. It would have never entered the battlefield if I had destroyed the creature that they were trying to enchantment. So when this was on the stack and they were targeting this creature before they flickered it the first time there, and it was way over here on the battlefield, yeah, and they weren't trying to enchant. I should have at that moment went to kill it. If they protected it, it would have went to exile till the end of turn, and the enchantment still would have had no creature to go on then, and it would have resolved into the graveyard and would have never entered battlefield, and we would have kept Elspeth, and we could have -7 and had 5 of those 3 angels. I may have gotten greedy and tried to make her survive another round. I don't know, but yeah. Okay, so I thought that went rather well. I think the deck performed pretty good. You know, there was a couple games there, or there was that one game. It was really just the one game. We literally missed everything that was Samurai or Warrior. I mean, we had Elspeth, which produces angels at best. I mean, she's really good and she worked great when we got her. But I mean, at least Wandering Emperor produces Samurai, so we could feel that Samurai or Warrior ability. But a Restoration of Eiganjo, we got that card in that last game. Was it the last game? Yeah. And we did win eventually, but it's like, oh man, that was so annoying. We only had Selfless Samurai was our only Samurai, and we were trying to attack alone, but we needed to attack alone with a Samurai or Warrior. We didn't have our Tempered in Solitude to trigger in other ways. So maybe that's a weakness of this deck, as maybe some of these cards, like, you know, and they're really good too. Like Command of Faces Kakazan is a really good one. Same with Rabbit Battery, but maybe they need to go, and we need to find other warriors or samurais to put in their place. The problem is, what good ones fit for 1 mana, 1 red? What replace this? Maybe we just drop these 3 and replace them with more 1 mana samurais. I know there is a flying 1 white mana samurai that is a common, I think, common or uncommon. So that'd be a good one to swap in at that place. Do we do that? Is that worth it? Do we drop things like the Lion Sash maybe and get another samurai in here? Like, this is what increases. Our creatures aren't really all that powerful. You know, yeah, the 3 powers, highest power, right? So it's like we're not really doing crazy amounts of damage. The way we get our damage up is through things like our equipment, right? And we don't have a lot of that in here as well. We like to do other things like, well, you know, this is equipment as well. It does actually boost stuff, but you know, we do stuff like that. We get counters, +1 counters from Emperor, from Elspeth, and stuff like that. And that's kind of how we like to win. Double Strike is how we amplify damage as well. So, you know, there's all that. But yeah, do we maybe just get more warriors and samurai, or do you think it's good just now and I just had bad luck there in the end? Let me know what you think. Give me all your thoughts, like I always say. And yeah, let me know what you think of the deck. Let me know what you think of the video and all that stuff in the comment section. Also, hit the thumbs up below the video and subscribe to my channel. Remember to do all that stuff. It really helps. Great support. And I will, I'm stumbling more words. I'll see you all at the next video. I hope you all have a great day. Cheers.